It's showtime.
What's up, everyone? We are back.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy 2023.
Yes, sir. It's been a while.
Very long while.
Yeah, it feels real good coming back.
Yeah, everything's new to us again.
Yeah, it's been a real minute. It's been what, a year and a half.
2021.
I think so, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2021.
2021.
Yeah, it's been about a year and a half already. It's
Yeah.
been a minute.
Yes, it has.
It feels good. It feels real good to be back.
Yeah, a little rough on the edges, but we're good.
Yeah. We finally got a new studio.
Still in work in progress.
Still a work in progress.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, feels good to be back.
There's no other way to put it.
Yeah.
It's like shaking the cobwebs off.
Yeah,
And then
so
finding out there's more cobwebs.
yeah, so just bear with us. It's new to us again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we gotta work the kinks out.
Yeah, very much so.
So today's episode, we are gonna be talking about the history of Krampus.
The origins of Krampus. Basically, here we go with the word again. Basically,
Yeah, that was our favorite word, basically.
just to run back. Christmas. Not too many of our family members knew who Krampus was, so we figured it'd be our first episode.
Yeah, cause for Christmas, we had a party here at my house, and we started watching the movie Krampus, and like everybody was so into the movie, and they're like, "What's Krampus?" And we were like, "How do you not know Krampus?" It's like if you don't believe in Santa Claus, then what happens? Krampus comes out. So basically, Krampus is the evil Santa Claus.
Yeah.
So obviously, Krampus has his elves and everything. So yeah, it's a pretty cool story.
But in reality, he doesn't have elves
Okay.
in the story, in his myth, his legend. So that was just added to the movie, just Hollywood, just to spike things up.
Technically, how can I put this? From what I read of the history, he did have elves, but the origin came from the paganism and the winter solstice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
And it came from a lady named I forgot her name. Um, it was a weird name. I couldn't even say her name.
there's a lot of German words.
Yeah.
that are hard to pronunciate.
I think it was Perchin or something like that.
Mhm.
So she had
Mm.
little elves that were bad,
Mhm.
basically bad.
Yeah.
So she had elves too. But anyways, we'll go back to that in a minute. But go ahead.
Okay, so let me start off. The origins of Krampus. For those of you who don't know, um, basically it comes out to Krampus was pretty much a popular legend in Central Europeans. Half goat, half demon, hooves for feet, and of course, we know was large curved horns. He was a monster that punishes misbehaved children at Christmas time. He is the devilish companion of Saint Nicholas, aka Santa Claus. Krampus is believed to have originated in Germany, and his name derives from the German word Krampen, which means claw.
Mm-hmm.
Folklorists and scholars have debated Krampus's true origins, but many have agreed that they go as far back as the 17th century. Krampus was thought to have been part of pagan rituals for the winter solstice. According to the legend, he is the son of Hel, the Norse god of the underworld. With the spread of Christianity, Krampus became associated with Christmas despite the efforts by the Catholic Church, Catholicism, on trying to ban him. The creature and St. Nicholas are said to have to arrive on evening of December 5th, which is Krampus night, aka Krampus nacht. I think I said that word pretty good.
Yeah, you actually did.
While St. Nicholas rewards nice children by leaving presents, Krampus beats the ones who are naughty with branches and sticks. My kind of guy.
Yeah.
In some cases, he is said to eat them or take them to hell. On
Hmm.
December 6th, St. Nicholas Day, children are awakened to find their gifts or the not so lucky ones to nurse their injuries. Like I said, my kind of dude. Festivities involving Krampus include the Krampus Loft, the Krampus Run, and this activity, which often involves alcohol, of course, what's up? People dress in costumes as creatures who parade through the streets, scaring spectators and sometimes even chasing them. Beginning in the late 20th century, amid efforts to preserve the cultural heritage, Krampus runs become increasingly popular in Austria and in Germany. I say we gotta go.
Hmm.
Make it on the bucket list because the videos they look pretty cool as hell. And then if you look at the costumes, dude, they go all out on their costumes. And
Yeah, so basically they have like parades over there. But from what I read, it comes from Austria and Bavaria,
Bolivia,
Bavaria. My bad.
whatever,
Yeah,
Bolivia.
Bolivia. There you go.
Ándale.
So it came from over there. So everybody dresses up in costumes. Their main thing is to scare kids,
Mhm,
and they literally go from door to door after the parade. Obviously,
mhm,
they have a big parade, so they go to door, and they ask for offerings to veer away the bad spirits.
mhm.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And look it up on YouTube. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like the parades are on there, and these people look badass.
Well, not just that. I mean, it's a festival. Of course, you have your eats and drinks, but by the time all that kicks off, everybody's already drunk off their ass. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, makes it more cool and fun. But okay, back to the subject. During this time, Krampus began to be celebrated internationally, and the monster's growing appeal was evidenced by numerous horror films. Of course, some claim that have expanded popularity of Krampus was the reaction to the commercialization of Christmas. And then, of course, we go with the movie of Krampus by Michael Daltrey in 2015. And of course, the movie Krampus, the one that we saw on Christmas.
Yeah.
Um, Pretty much, Krampus's origin story and Daughtry's movie are fairly accurate, as Ami, yeah, I think I said that right. Ami, Omi. Well, whatever. Stadler explains that he primarily punishes people that have completely lost the Christmas spirit by dragging them all to hell for all eternity, which is, I guess, that's the grandmother. I mean, I'm not too crazy about names. I know people by faces, but not names. So I'm guessing that's the grandmother in the movie, because
Yeah.
she was German.
Yeah. She was German.
She was German in the movie. Um, he was appeared in several other horror movies, including A Christmas Horror Story, Krampus Unleashed, and Krampus the Christmas Devil. Each of them has their own redemption of his orange's mythology and powers. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied here. I'm not used to reading. Some of which are far more gruesome and gory than others. According to the mythology, he shares a remarkable resemblance to the devil. Well, no shit. I mean, everything that we've seen in pictures and literature, he basically looks like the devil.
Yeah, because he has horns, he has claws, he has sharp teeth, and he has a long tongue.
um, as he has been proposed to be the Christian tradition's Christmas devil, while he can be known for dragging children to hell. His punishments tend to range based on how the story is told in different cultures and beliefs. The Christian Krampus tends to be a rather ambiguous, where areas of the pagan concept of the demonic creature tells tales of him whipping children with a bunch of birch branches. Other variations include him carrying a large bag to drown naughty kids and transport them to hell while possibly carting around large chains with bells. Okay, this is one thing that I have a problem with. He's carrying a large bag to drown. How do you drown kids in a bag? I mean, do you suffocate them?
I guess.
I mean, that's the only thing that I came across that, like, yeah, I, how is that? I mean, go figure. I mean, if anybody wants to challenge that and let me know, I mean, I guess they're willing to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how you drown kids inside a sack. The only way I could think of. Never mind. That just sounded too bad. So basically, from what I read, he literally just he stuffs the kids inside the sack or bag, whatever it is,
Mhm.
and people see him like literally stuff inside the sack, and they see him dragging his kids into the underworld.
I mean, I guess that's one theory, one way to put it, but
Yeah, I don't know. Drowning, I just don't see it.
I don't either. It's one of those sacks that, like, it's
No,
we can't talk about it.
no.
While his appearance tends to change, Krampus's general purpose and mythology remain somewhat the same across cultures. He is he is similar to Santa Claus in regard to knowing how naughty or nice children have been throughout the year. If they are naughty, Krampus arrives to punish them. But the concept of naughtiness and niceness are entirely different than common understanding. A child can be deemed naughty if they have lost the Christmas spirit. Today, it is normally defined as being deviant. Sorry, I almost had a burp there. Krampus doesn't necessarily care if the child has been good or bad.
Sorry, guys. He's under the influence right now.
Yeah, yeah, I'm already a beer in, so I'm good. Decides their fate based on their holiday cheer. As the myth of the demon has aged, he has been used as a means to scare children into behaving. His powers are closely, as stated, related to the devil's. He can open up the gates, of course, tortures day in and day out, while the 2015 movie featured servants for the demon. There is no evidence that he has helpers like Santa Claus does. See,
Mm.
so I guess you were on to something that I didn't see.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. I lost my place. It is likely that this was taken from the Icelandic lore of Glorla, a giant who feeds on the flesh of the mischievous children, and her Yule lads who torment houses during the holiday. Ultimately, Krampus is really the demonic version of Santa Claus with devilish powers that allow him to drag children to hell or punish them in various ways. His evil remains largely the same. So that is my story, my version of it, of what I found about Krampus. And to be honest with you, I found very little as well online because everything's been passed down through traditions over there of word of mouth, and plus, of course, it's like it's a tight knit tradition, and yeah, it just goes back to now. You're not gonna find very much of it because it's just become one festivity.
Yeah.
So either ways it goes, I mean, yeah, I mean it's a cool thing that. Well, I mean, for us, it's cool for those who share the common, interest about Krampus. How can I say? Mm, I guess just the thought of knowing that it's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but there's not very much into it. There's not very much that we found on the web. But yeah, it's just one of those, you know, people from that side of the world know about
Yeah.
it. Hmm.
Obviously, they know more than we do because I mean they celebrate and have a holiday over it.
Yeah, an entire holiday over it, and it's just not just one area. It's a few countries over there, but yeah, it's like I said, German, Bolivia, Austria, and I believe Hungarians also as well. If I'm not too sure about it, but yeah, I saw a few countries out there that took on the whole concept of Krampus just because it's a good way to scare the kids straight,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, the holidays, like, hey,
I
beer and
mean,
food.
yeah, yeah, that's the whole point is scaring the kids because a lot of these kids don't really believe in Santa Claus no more, and that's the whole point is scaring these kids into straight to still think Santa Claus is real. That's
Mm-hmm.
the whole point because obviously, like in the movie, the little boy didn't believe in Santa Claus no more. So what happened? Krampus came out.
Well, I mean, not just that in the movie too. It hit right on a nail with the grandmother because the bells and the chains
Mm-hmm.
and she obviously she had already experienced him before.
Yeah,
So yeah. I mean, the movie was almost kind of
yeah, it was right on point.
right on point, and I mean, yeah, it's just that's the way we Americans are have found out about Krampus was through that movie. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense why he's generally a new kind of thing going on, and I guess the other reason why we don't know much about the story.
Yeah, because obviously Krampus is not really popular over here.
Well, at least not yet.
No, touche.
Not yet, because even still, I mean, our family didn't know about him, and we knew about it, but not too much about it.
Yeah.
But we knew something though. But yeah, I mean, it's just as the years progress, I guess it's one of those things that's going to catch on, and we're going to find out more and more and more, little by little, as time progresses.
Yeah, see, what's funny is, Krampus has been here for a long time. Because
Yeah,
the Krampus started getting like really popular in the 1800s, 1900 centuries.
yeah,
Yeah, because they started making Krampus cards, Christmas cards.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that too.
Yeah,
They had Krampus cards.
yeah, and they
Uh,
look pretty cool.
yeah, they were really like sorry, finally came out. Sorry, guys, I had a burp. Yeah, the Krampus cards were really gory, but interesting because they weren't your regular Christmas cards as well. They were really gory. um,
Nah, there's one that I saw. Is it was a lady. It was a regular lady, but obviously she had the horns and she had the
they reversed the the gender.
yeah. So it had the horns and it had the branches, but this lady was literally hitting like the guys, and the
Mm,
guys were real tiny. I was like, really?
mm,
So they
yeah,
made the lady real big and the guys really small.
yeah. The common one that I saw was, of course, Krampus running after the kids and throwing them in his sack,
Yeah,
in his bag sack.
yeah,
But yeah, that was the most common one that I saw. But yeah, yeah, some of those cards, the gender was reversed.
yeah, which is weird. Sexism, that's all it is. I don't like it,
Mm,
but it is what it is. So back to the one I was talking about. I can't say her name. It's Bircher or something like that. It's a weird name. So basically, they created Krampus from this person, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about it because obviously it came from that person. So it says Krampus was created from pagan and solstice traditions. Krampus is a resemblance of a deity Percher. Excuse me if I'm saying that wrong. Which she would show up as a beautiful woman and give a silver coin to the good kids, and to the bad kids, she would show up as an old lady demon. Pretty messed up.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically, she would slice open the stomachs on the naughty children, and then tear them apart.
Mm.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, yeah, not a good way to go out.
Yeah. So from the pictures I saw, this woman, the old lady woman, she looked like a witch. She
Mm.
literally looked just like a witch. I know how in Disney movies they portray the witch as
Mm.
exactly what she looked like.
Big old nose,
Yeah, well,
green.
yeah, exactly what she looked like. I busted out laughing.
Mm.
So they will also, do a festival of her.
Mm.
So like you can see the resemblance.
Mm.
Yeah. So and also women would dress up as of her little minions, and they would warn off the spirits away in town by her dressing up. Well, the ladies dressing up as spirits. I mean, golly, I can't even talk. As the ladies dressing up as her minions.
So basically, she kind of like wore the spirits off from the town.
Yeah.
So it's like she was doing a cleansing of the town.
Yes.
Oh, okay. For all
Mm-hmm.
my brujas out there that know about that.
Dang. And that's where Christians created a darker side of Percher. I can't say that name, which was Krampus. in the 16th century. So basically, the Christianity that's when created Krampus
Mm,
from this deity.
it's crazy how Christianity bans a lot of things, and but everything's tied to it.
Yep,
Everything is tied to it.
that's a different subject.
Yeah, different subject for a different day.
Yeah, yeah, because we have a lot to say about that. So, but yeah, so basically, all this started in Rome. That's when they started doing all the parades in Rome.
Yeah, I know a few,
Yeah,
but that's for another subject for another day.
that's a lot of subjects we have,
Yeah,
and which is good. More stories for the future.
yeah.
So that's basically what I found. Nothing too crazy. Like my brother said, there wasn't really much about Krampus. Every video I saw was maybe like 5 to 7 minutes long.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, it's just one of those things that it's a folklore that's just basically passed down through oral traditions. Just
Mm-hmm.
word of mouth.
Yeah.
That's all it is to it. Is just word of mouth. It's kind of hard to keep up with those and do research on those because you got to know somebody who can tell you the story.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we don't know any German people, so yeah, or Austrian people on top of that. So
That would be cool though.
yeah, so I mean, if we have any listeners or viewers out there, let us know. We'll be more than willing to hear you out. Um, and if there's some things that we gotten wrong to correct us on. I mean, we're all human. We're humble. We can go back and say, "Damn, we messed up." Let's get it right.
Yeah. And this is one story that we actually want to dig deep into because there's not really much of it.
Yeah, it just encourages more you to just find more and put it out there, and just get it right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But like I said, we tried to deep going deep into it so much, but we kept coming up with the same thing.
Same videos, same words, same stories, just a tweak here and there,
Mm-hmm.
but no, nothing hardcore. I
Yeah.
mean, we can go back and do some more research because it does say that he was the son of Hail, but it's just now we're going to get a little bit off topic if we do with that and then just to come back with this. Yeah, it's just yeah, it goes off topic. So we just want to stick to the program and just say, hey, boom, he was this, he was from there allegedly, and we're gonna keep on going.
Yeah. Nothing too much. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, sorry if we sound kind of rehearsed or whatever. Just we're just you know shaking off the cobwebs, getting trying to get used to talking to the mic again.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically all we have. We really didn't have that much on this story.
No, but as time progresses, I wouldn't be surprised if people found out more about it.
No, of course. I mean, but it's been out for so long, and there's so little of it, which is still kind of interesting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, um, I mean, I guess this is gonna be just a short story. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's all it can be.
For those of you who, I guess we'll just go back and retrack and let people know, like, hey, um, yeah, we still are the Kukui Busters, but this is just like, hey, our other little side project, our little other page that we're doing, podcast. We still are doing our ghost huntings. There still is videos out there that need to be edited. Um, as for right now, we are the Nightmare Room.
Yeah, well, nightmare room.
Um, Unfortunately, we were gone for so long. As life happens, drama happens. You know, but we're back, and we're back with the vengeance and with the new studio, and we're gonna keep y'all bringing up some more content as we go. We'll be back and forth. We are talking about bringing up another. We will have our Kukui Busters on YouTube, and if you can watch us here on Nightmare Room on YouTube as well.
Which I will be creating hopefully tomorrow, since now that I'm recording with all this badass equipment.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna edit some of this stuff for tomorrow, and tomorrow hopefully I get to post this actual live video. If not, it will be Monday or Tuesday, but it'll be sometime this week.
Yeah. So you basically will be able to catch us on Kukui Busters page, on a Nightmare Room page, and there will be a third page coming up. which would just be just like a BS vlog, video log. It will be called, CBTV. If we're out and about, just goofing around, we're gonna be recording it and dropping you some of that content as well. But as of right now, the Nightmare Room will be on YouTube, on Spotify.
And Apple Podcast.
So yeah, just to give you guys a rundown of what's been going on, what we're doing, what if we're busy, this is why. It's just to bring you guys content, and to keep you entertained. If you want to watch us, you can watch us on YouTube. If you want to listen to us, if you're just driving around, and like me,
I mean,
just driving around at work, got a long haul, just want to hear us because you can't watch TV while you're driving, you can catch us on Apple or on Spotify.
yeah, there's other platforms, but I'm not really sure which ones they are. But the big main ones is Spotify and Apple Podcast, so I just stick to those. But there's I think like 3 or 4 more.
Mm-hmm.
But next week's episode is gonna be about Lilith.
Mm-hmm. The allegedly first wife of Adam.
That's gonna be cool.
There is plenty of info that I found on that.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a long podcast.
Yes, it will be.
But we're gonna cut it short. Obviously, we're not gonna sit there 2-3 hours talking about her. That'll probably be like 45 minutes to an hour. So hopefully we could do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I found a lot of good footage, and it spreads around a lot too.
Cool. Other than that, we are the Nightmare Room. Thank y'all for joining us, and y'all have a good night. Y'all stay haunted.
Deuces.